Hey guys, welcome to Unlimited Health. Let's check out this video called, it's a Degenerocity video, okay? I had to do this because he uploaded like a new video like yesterday. It's called The Hell of Homework. We all dealt with homework, okay? When we were kids, we were like, my God, and you know it. When we were kids, we were like, the fuck, why do I have to do a homework? Why can't I do everything in the fucking class? I'm already doing everything in the class. Why do I need to do homework? What the fuck? You know, we were like really tired, and already like after school we were like tired, and then you know, the homework shit, and nobody used to do the homework. Nobody used to do. I used to do homework when I was a kid, when I was like very little in the beginning stages of school, and I used to do it then. But then I kind of, I don't know, unless it's you know, a bunch of writing, a bunch of pages of writing. I would never do homework, okay? But I did learn, I did do homework. Sometimes I had to do it, and you know, and I think the teachers knew. They knew that these kids are not capable of doing whatever the homework we're gonna give, okay? So they let us off as well. So it was a crazy times, but my childhood was a lot of fun, and a lot of trouble, crazy. Okay, crazy shit, man. I'm going deep. I'm going depressing, but whatever. Let's just take a look at this. The Hell of Homework by Degenerocity. He's gonna talk about how bad the homework is and used to be. I don't know if the homework is that bad now, but back then it was like really fucked up, man. Probably more projects and shit like that today. I don't know if kids are capable of doing that. But back then we didn't have projects, but more like a bunch of nagging by teachers to us dumbass kids, okay? That's how it was, all right? But let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's only 10 minutes, by the way. It's only 10 minutes, all right? Is it 1080p? It is. So then why didn't it load? What the fuck? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Horseman, father, slave abolitionist, but most importantly, educate.
That's Abraham Lincoln, and it's some dude that looks like him. And he was like, okay.
Reformer. Man spent a majority of his career changing the scope of American public school education to an overall better environment. You see, back then, teachers were slightly more dumb than they are now. Anybody could have been a teacher back then, even you. So Horace changed it to teachers have to be trained professionals for him to teach. Also, he wanted more.
Yeah, nowadays they're doing like trainings and special, I don't know, like seminars and shit like that for teachers. You know, my parents are teachers, okay? That's why I'm always afraid of teachers. That's why I am not a teacher. You know, that's why. Because I'm afraid of teachers. And you know, becoming a teacher is like so big for me. It's really big. I don't know what to say, but man, what is it with this trained professional teachers? Man, really, you gotta train a teacher? Come on, like anybody can go in there and tell, you know, if they know the subject, then it's done. Come on, dude.
For girl teachers, no more teachers with sausages. He opted for a more diverse school environment. He wanted to equalize the learning experience for all kids so they can learn the same no matter the background. The man did a whole heap of advancements to the American education system that we still use to this very day.
So that man is the responsible. That man is responsible for all this.
There's like 1,000 schools that are named after him, bro.
Horace Mann. Okay.
This guy made a difference. The man basically made everything we know about modern American education we do.
Dude, that could be really dangerous. Just one man is responsible for all of this? Come on. What if he had some kind of fucking weird agenda? I don't know, man.
Today.
I don't know. What if he intended for the next generation of kids to go a certain direction? You know, don't trust just one man. Put a bunch of people, make them go in a certain direction. Okay, come on.
Including enforcing the worst thing to ever exist.
Homework!
This man did everything right. right for the education system. But with this one
damn it.
thing, he made everything wrong. I know you were a
Oh,
slave
God.
abolitionist advocating to end slavery and all, but bringing homework over to the U.S. might even be worse.
Bro, everybody does homework across the world. It's just that nobody likes homework, but they have to do it in order to learn whatever the subject that they're learning in the school and shit. When they go home and whatnot, it makes sense. But it's no matter how much you try, you're never gonna fucking learn. Okay, that's how bad it is. All right.
Than slavery. You know how Oppenheimer made the first apology video after creating those nukes that were dropped on Japan? Well,
Wow.
imagine being this Frankenstein looking dude, ruining the childhoods of everybody in America. Homework is the worst thing that ever happened. And I'm gonna try to explain every single minute detail on why not only it sucks, but it's useless. But for me to explain that,
I get the intention of these, Horace man and what he wanted to do. He wanted us to go home and learn as well, instead of just learning in the school. He wanted us to grow up, learn by ourselves and become better and shit like that. But, I've never seen anybody learn anything doing a homework. I've never seen anybody, getting better at something, at a subject, learning doing homeworks and shit. It never works. It's it's crazy. You know what? One time I lost my notebook, in which all the things that I wrote in the class when teacher was telling us you have to write in the notebook, right? So I had a perfect notebook. But then I lost it. I gave it to someone because they wanted to do a homework or some shit, and then they took it and they never returned it. And I forgot who I gave it to. So I had to rewrite the whole book. The whole book again from beginning to end in order to not get beatings and yellings from teachers. And you know what? I actually aced the test on that subject because I rewrote the fucking whole book again. It's ridiculous. I know, but I sat down all night rewriting the fucking book only for me to become like super. I got a lot of marks in the final exam, which is crazy, okay? And that was when I was a kid, so my God. I guess homework works sometimes, but unintentional homework. You know what I mean? Things that nobody told you to do, but you still did, and now you're an expert at it. That's how it works. That's how human mind works. If you tell them to do the homework, they will not learn anything, okay?
let's
Jeez.
figure out why homework was created in the first place. Through a simple Google search, it says Robert Novellius, an Italian teacher, invented the whole concept of homework, and he assigned it to punish students who didn't demonstrate a good understanding of the lesson that was taught in class, or just lazy and disobedient students. He would punish them with homework. And yes, I might agree that homework was a worse punishment.
Hey, you know what? This punishing students thing, it started when we're in the beginning stages of civilization or something like that. I have to assume because it makes sense. People didn't know better back then, okay? And kids were like pet dogs. Okay, you teach them. If you don't, I don't know, not pet dogs, but more like somebody you can beat and control and shit like that. Okay, it was like that. I used to get beatings. One time I got so much beating, it was almost like abusive and fucking crazy. Okay, but it was a thing. Okay, all this beating thing. Kids would, some of my classmates used to get beat up really badly with the scale and shit back then. So it's crazy, but nowadays I see in social media where the fucking students are I don't know, fucking threatening the fucking teachers or beating the shit out of teachers or something like that. I've seen a lot of TikTok kind of videos. Some kind of videos out there where, the kids are going berserk. They're going crazy, man. I don't know. This is even worse than teachers hitting you. Hitting students and shit. So I don't know what it is. This new trend of students going ape shit on their own teachers is pathetic. And also, like, they don't respect their teacher. You have to be like, oh my God, God is coming. Stand in line. And you should be afraid of teachers. I used to be, all my classmates used to be. But no, nowadays people are like, okay, you're just another teacher. What you got, son? You know, that's how they're acting. You know, I'm like, are you even a student, bro? You're acting like a fucking juvenile with the teacher in terms of communication, everything already. Let alone, yelling at your teacher and, kicking him or whatever. Like, come on. There's a lot of TikTok videos that I'm seeing where kids are fucking like these are not like children, but more like almost like high school children that are taller than the teachers, and they're like getting back at the teachers. I hate this. Okay, come on, stop it.
Punishment
right?
than being beat with a ruler, and I could just blame all my school misery on this guy. But when researching it, it also says he did this in 1905 or 1095.
Also, like, don't beat your students, or students, please don't beat your teachers, because it's not gonna go well. Last time when I got beat up, I could never forget. Even now I still remember that beating. Okay, another kid was like getting beat up really badly, and he called his father. He told his father, and the father came in fucking destroying everything in the school and fucking beat the shit out of the teacher, the male teacher. He beat the shit out of him, okay, in the school. And that was from my childhood. And then you know what happened after that? The kid became a spoiled brat. He became a piece of shit. He was starting to, like, I don't know, flirt, like get on with some girl, like a female student. And apparently they did some terrible, like, nasty shit or something. At least that's what I heard. I don't know what happened. Apparently they, like, had sex. I don't know, man. Something happened. He went completely degenerate, okay? So all this violence is not gonna help anyone. It's just evil begetting evil. Evil begets evil, more evil, okay? So please stop this shit, all right? Stop being evil to each other. If you're gonna teach someone a lesson, I don't know, make it an example for everybody so that they can shut the fuck up and not, bring their fathers and whatnot, okay? I don't know. I guess that's one solution, but just be calm, just be peaceful, all right? Stop fighting.
Now,
Jeez.
I might not be a genius, but the math isn't mathing here. How he do this in 1905 or 1095? That's like 6 billion years apart. Is he a vampire? Is he related to Nicolas Cage? We'll never know. Because apparently there's no real evidence this Roberto Noodle guy even existed. So Google is giving me some false information. Now I gotta switch over to Bing now. The real reason on why homework was created dates back to ancient Rome.
Also, like, a lot of people are depending on Google. Just don't be depending on one thing. It's not government thing. It's private business, and you don't even know what the fuck it's up to. So stay away from, just don't depend on one browser. Go check out Bing or fucking, I don't know. There's others like DuckDuckGo and all kinds of browsers. Brave browser is up there. I don't know, man, if it has a search engine or not. There's so many other search engines out there. Go check them out. Don't depend on one thing. It can become a big monster, all right? So
Rome in the 1st century AD. That's a few years after the Big Bang. The term homework can be traced back to this time, said by Pliny the Younger, an oratory teacher. That's a teacher that teaches you how to talk to strangers. He believed the repetition and practice of speech would help students get better at their speaking skills.
Yeah.
So he would often tell
hey, you know what? That's a brilliant idea. They need to do that now even more, because more people are, like, isolated, not having any social conversations, not being able to talk to anybody, and complete loneliness is skyrocketing. I hope that's not it just leads to a lot of depression. Whatever he did is brilliant, awesome. I hope it expanded it to something now, or is it completely forgotten? I don't know.
Students to practice speaking at home, essentially homework. So homework was created for students to practice the subject.
Wow.
I mean, that was probably a no duh for most people watching. But the way this Pliny guy used it isn't really homework. You know,
yeah, it's not
sometimes
homework.
teachers will tell you your homework.
It's just go home and practice a little bit, just learn. You know, it's just you can go home and do it. Try to do it and get better and come back to me tomorrow. In the class, we're gonna do something even better. You know, but somebody took that idea. Hey, you gotta fucking do this shit in your house, or else tomorrow I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You know, it's
Homework is to study for the test the next day. And when they say that, in my head, they basically told me, I don't got homework. I'm not gonna study when I get home. I'm gonna be too busy playing Hello Kitty Adventure. Then I'm gonna study
Look at Markiplier's face.
last minute on the bus ride to school the next day, also studying a bit in homeroom before their class, and I'll still get away with a B-. You know?
All
Hey,
right.
I'm happy with that. PP, the teacher's homework, wasn't really homework. It was a suggestion. Like how dentists suggest that you brush your teeth twice a day. Don't tell me what to do. I brush my teeth once a week, tops. But
Okay, if you want to go home and do it, just practice it, learn it. It's just a suggestion. But somebody took it like a mile, took that shit and went a mile. God damn it.
obviously homework has evolved since the time of Phineas and Ferb. Instead of studying, we have multiple choice sheets, written assignments, projects, reading whole textbook chapters of homework.
Yeah, we didn't used to have projects, all these coloring. I mean, we used to have like, you know, choose the correct answer, all that kind of shit. But you know, this new project shit, all this electronical, choose the color the fucking option on shit like that, and all kinds of weird shit. We didn't used to have that, and I'm glad I didn't used to have that, because this is fucked up. What is this? What the fuck is this? Really?
Homework. Isn't that what class is for? You assigning me textbook chapters to read as homework is basically telling me to go and teach myself. What am I here for? What are we doing here then? I might as well be at home playing with my Hello Kitty. I remember I had this one teacher that would basically assign essays to type every class as homework.
Yeah, some teachers are like really, they hold grudges against the entire class of students. They do, you know, it just like, and then if you don't have a good relationship in 1 year, when you get to the next standard in the next year, they won't even look at you. They will be like, they will be starting ignoring you and shit. Some of these teachers are like fucking emotionally fucked, bro. They're like hateful, okay? Fuck.
With a minimum word count of like 300. Don't take honors history.
Hey, you know what? I'd rather write essays than fucking do like mathematical problems and accounting problems and whatever the fuck. Come on.
Worst mistake of my life.
Who does
Homework
that?
now is
You
just
can't do that.
overload of mandatory tasks that when combined with every other class that assigns it, you're looking at a whole bunch.
And also, like, I hope the teachers don't give a fuck that much to the point where they punish you or make an example out of you when you don't do the homework the next day. You show up to the class without the homework, and I hope they take it lightly, okay? Because my God, some teachers can go insane. Some teachers might report you to the fucking principal, okay? They can fucking destroy your life. Bro, this principal can call your fucking parents, and your parents might decide to fucking ditch the school and change the schools and shit, and then you might even not understand how to, you know, progress through the standard, and you can fail at the final exam. It can happen, you know, one domino after the other. Some of these teachers are crazy. So just be neutral, calm, like hide yourself in the fucking classroom. That much is true. just go hide somewhere. That's what I will say.
Behemoth booty load of exhaustion you have to do every night. And all this new age of homework is still looked at as practice of what you're already learning. But in this day and age, how is homework practice? Practice for what exactly? How fast can I Google the answer to this question? How fast can PhotoMath scan this math equation and give me the answer with work? How fast can I find a quiz?
Yeah, but back then we didn't even have, you know, cell phones and shit. So I guess they're going hardcore because some of these students might fucking look, I don't know, use some kind of app and find out the answer and just copy paste it. So they probably won't even learn anything. So, I guess that's why they're going really hard on them, on the students. I don't know, man.
That has every single answer to every single question on any English or science assignment in order. This is no longer practicing or studying these subjects. We just copying and pasting. Especially nowadays with stuff like ChatGPT and all its alternatives, where we can get whole essays about feet typed to us in a second for free. Homework in general is just obsolete. Or at least its intended purpose of making us study and practice is. Homework is just needless work. Stop assigning it. I bet you teachers would like that too. It gives you less work to go through and grade. I know some of you teachers complain about the amount of work you do. Then y'all just give out more homework, essentially giving us more work for me and you. Do you like to suffer? Is that what you like? Suffering? Speaking of eternal damnation, let me talk about how even people back then agreed with what I'm saying. In the early 90s.
You know what? As much as I hated homework, as much as I hated things in the school and shit, as much as I hated the long hours of sitting on a bench, my ass painting and shit like that, oh man, I still miss school. I miss the gathering of me and my friends, spending time, I don't know, walk around in the lunchtime. We would be like running around and shit. It was so fun. I miss those days. We had most of my life, most of me doing a lot of stuff and doing action. Like most of the action in my life came from the school, man. The school times were so adventurous, even though it was painful as shit. It was adventurous. I can't deny it. I loved it, okay? I miss being in school. I really miss. And I miss my friends. They're gone now, but my God. Even though they like bullied the shit out of me to the point where I was nearly dying and shit like that, but still, we always enjoyed. They were innocent. I was innocent. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We were acting like monkeys, and it was the most fun we ever had, okay? We had no fucking shit like burdens, like life burdens and shit, like how you call it, like paying the bills and shit like that. We didn't have any of that, so we were so happy back then. I miss those days.
1800s, big-time publications like the New York Times and Ladies' Home Journal published articles on how homework can affect the health and mental state of a child negatively. The articles basically showed, you see that kid right there? That's your child on homework.
What
These
the
articles
fuck?
caused an outrage against the schools in the West. And California, being California, it did something insane. But for the first and only time, a good kind of crazy. In 1901, California banned homework for kids under 15.
Is that true? I would like to be there. I would like to be in one of those schools from California back in 1901. Good times, okay?
You thought it could never
The kids are finally free. They can go anywhere.
be done. But
Yeah!
faith has been restored. Skip some years, and in 1923, the American Child Health Association formed.
Wow.
And they also thought homework was bad for the brain. And in the 1930s, they even went as far as to deem homework as...
Hey, you know what? My parents, me, all of them used to like struggle. Sometimes my parents used to fight amongst each other because they were trying to help me with the homework and I didn't know shit. And one was blaming my inability on the other, and the other was blaming the fucking, the teacher for giving this kind of fucking homework. It was just so fucking chaotic, man. Ridiculous.
Child labor. You see, during this time, America just had the Industrial Revolution, and the children yearned for the mind. So kids as young as
now you're gonna earn money.
5 were playing Minecraft in real life. And by the 1930s, a bunch of laws had sadly been signed against child labor. But recently,
fuck. You know what? I've seen a lot of black and white old videos of 1920s, 1910s, where children were helping their fathers in plumber working, some kind of, construction working stuff and stuff like that, and coal mining shit, and they were all completely black, completely covered in black coal or tar or some shit. It was fucking crazy. And no shit, they added like child labor laws against that, because that would put you in danger. And then we're gonna go back to the fucking homework shit because we couldn't do this. My God.
And since these laws were being passed, the ACHA thought it was a great opportunity to finally get rid of homework once and for all.
Yeah.
Obviously, that didn't work out. And the Back California bill, that also didn't last long. That
Oh,
only lasted
God.
like 10 years. Like everything
10 years is pretty long. 10 years is actually very long. That's actually a graceful period. You can grow up to a adult man and not have to do much homework after that. Like really, honestly.
The fun only lasts a second. Then you're homeless. There's more to this American homework story, but we all know the ending because we're living in it. ACHA were the only group of people that understood that we were being worked to the bone over this work. How not only it was hurting us, but it was destroying our minds. Yet our government failed the people's needs once again. The
Biden administration
of work I had to do just so my grade could go up 0.02% and for some reason go down 50% if I didn't do an assignment. The amount of stress that brings a student, it's deadly. I've already described why homework is
Hey, you know what? It's still not that painful. Like, it is painful, but you're a young man, you're a young kid, and you can deal with all kinds of stress. That's why you're still fine with it at the end of the day, even though it's painful as shit and you don't like it and you hate it. You're gonna be like, okay, at the end of the day. I think you would be, because you can deal with that shit. When you grow up, you can't deal with all that shit. You're getting old. It's just not right, So
useless, terrible, and gave my firstborn cancer. It's a punishment that would be beyond my comprehension if it didn't exist. I hate homework so much. I want it abolished, almost as much as I want stealing from Walmart to be legal. And in my world it is, but let's not right now. But what's the replacement of homework if it were to get banned? What will take its place? I'ma tell you. Actual studying. Homework would be you studying all the notes and what you went over in class. So the practice part of homework would actually work. And I know some people are thinking, nah, you a liar, man.
But the whole fucking examination thing is where you have to remember what you studied and then you have to write down the exact shit into the fucking paper in the exam. So it's kind of fucking weird, man. Some people are like not even learning from it. When I was a kid, they were like reading nonstop, like as if they're trying to remember the whole fucking every single word, all the paragraph exactly, almost like they're printing the whole shit, like extracting, xeroxing the whole shit in their mind. That's how they were like. They were not even trying to learn. Something is wrong with the educational system, I gotta say, because it's not really helping. Like also like when you grow up and become like 23 years of age or something, like a real adult man, and then you won't remember any of the things that you learned here. So education in itself is kind of useless, okay? All this hard work should lead you to some place, right? But it has nothing to do with education, unless you're like choosing a fucking career that requires what you learn from your schooling and whatnot. But it's not, there's no jobs like that. It's just you either pick this thing as a career or that, and it has barely anything to do with education. So I don't know why we're doing all this education shit, unless you're talking about some calculations, fucking how to pay, I don't know, something, how to do something, some kind of skills, okay? Like even like communication skills, even like solving skills. Those are what you learn. Those are the important things that you learn. But you can learn that shit in a span of 10 years and be done with it. But instead you're going on for like 15 to 20 years of education. For why? Why, man?
You just said whenever studying was your homework, you're gonna go and play Hello Kitty Adventure. You can't fool me. Yeah, and the reason for that is because every other night I'm doing back-breaking homework. The only reason I play video games that day is because it's essentially my day off. That's why. If I was assigned to study every day as homework for every class, I would probably still play video games, not gonna lie. But
this homework shit used to be such a threatening thing. As a kid, I was like threatened. You know, oh my god, weekend is coming and they give me this much homework. Every fucking teacher on every subject is giving me so much homework, and now I gotta do them. If I don't do it, but then I want to play games, I want to go out, I want to play with my friends. And we would never, we were like always in fear of teachers like calling us out for not doing homework and making an example of us with beating with a fucking ruler or stick and shit like that. So my god, it was like a threat for us. Every time we were always afraid of that shit, okay?
It would motivate me more to study. Maybe after clocking in 5 hours on the 10 dogs, I'ma feel a little slumped. Then I'ma remember, oh yeah, I got school tomorrow. Then study for like 5 minutes, you know?
5 minutes.
Better than nothing. You know what's really
Better than
better?
nothing.
Copying and pasting an hour worth of homework, learning nothing.
Yeah, also like this one time, these fucking teachers decided to put like tests every morning. Fucking tests, bro. Like fucking 15 marks, 25 marks or something. If you do well, you'll get 25 marks. Anything close to 25, then you're a good student or something like that. And this was a way to prepare us for the final test. So it was so annoying. Every day it's a test. So every day you gotta fucking go home and fucking study and shit. So instead of homework, I would rather do homeworks than do the fucking tests. My god.
Or that 5 minutes every day where I learn and practice 5 minutes of stuff and actually remember. I think we both know the answer. It's a better system, man. I'm telling you, it's a win-win on both sides. The teacher and student get less work while class grade averages go up. Also, to any student that would still fail their classes with this system, nah, you just dumb, bro. Sorry. You still failing when there's no homework, bro. You're the one with the doodoo for brains. Just transfer, bro. I got the perfect place for you. And that is my reasoning why homework is hell on earth and my solution to that problem. Thank you.
Jeez.
And to any kids watching this right now, show this video to your teacher.
Yeah, stop using smartphones and tablets and video games. Go out there and play with your friends instead. Even if you fail the fucking class, go out there and do something instead. This bullshit with the digital fucking smartphone garbage that was invented by idiots, it's just don't even like hold on to a smartphone. Don't even think of a smartphone. Go out there and do something. You might earn something instead. My god.
And tell them to watch it, because I just gave them the most convincing reason on why homework is terrible. I'm about to change their brains. I made sure not to cuss or say anything dirty in this video so you won't get in trouble. And if they watch this and still give you homework, jump them! Jump them!
Whoa!
Just put a grenade in their desk when they're not
Come
looking.
on!
Yeah, homework is dookie.
Life sucks!
That's all I wanted to say.
But don't beat the shit out of your teachers.
Mario, Luigi, and a Donkey Kong 2.
Okay.
1,000 Koopa Troopas gonna keep me from you. Princess Peach.
Okay. Alright. That was a very long video. My god! This thing went on for 32 minutes. I'm not sure if I can even edit this shit. It's crazy. 32 minutes long. That's madness. I don't know why I went that long with this, but I had to talk about my childhood and what happened and shit like that. It just made my mind go wild. This homework shit, this video just made me go crazy. Okay, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, did you like this reaction? If you like this reaction, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. This is my backup channel. This is where I upload like 3 videos a day. And also like go check out my main channel. The link will be in the description. There's a lot of epic reactions over there, entertaining, awesome reactions. I upload like 2 videos over there, but I want to increase and make it even better. Okay, so go check it out. You'll be thoroughly entertained. If you like it there, please subscribe over there. If you like this reaction over here, subscribe over here. Show me support, all right? And also like if you have any videos that you want me to react to, awesome videos like from Degenerocity, anybody else, please make sure to type down in the comment section. I'll note it down and react to it. I'll even say your name, okay? So the hell of homework, my god, brought back a lot of childhood memories, bruh. A lot of childhood memories, and I went wild with it. And now look, I'm close to 40 minutes. That's crazy. Okay, but please make sure to subscribe to both my channels. Can't wait to do the next Degenerocity video. And also let's check the old ones, the most popular Degenerocity videos. I'm gonna check them out, and I hope you like them. And I hope you like this reaction as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this reaction. Please make sure to subscribe to both my channels, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.